G'day everyone, welcome back to my game. You're watching Bite Nibble Chomp play against Gaming with the Colonel in Strategic Command American Civil War 1898, the Wars in the Americas expansion. So this is going to be episode 3, March 2nd, 1898. The Maine has blown up, the Americans are preparing for war, and we have to smash as many Cuban partisans as possible before they get here. Well, our settings look good. Let's see what the Colonel has in store for us today. This should be a rather quiet turn, but there won't be many more like that. He'll be building a very large army and trying to cause us a lot of grief soon. Let's see what he's done. Ooh, couple more partisans we got to deal with. Yes, in these early turns, the amount of partisans that will spawn in Cuba is relatively low, even though there's lots of places they can appear. Particularly once the Americans get involved, the amount of partisans is going to shoot up very quickly. Indeed, it looks like we have one right here. Just apply like, smash them. In theory, at least, it is possible for the Spanish to win by just killing lots and lots of Cuban partisans to the point that their fighting spirit falls to 0. I've never managed it, but I believe it's mathematically possible. So, if you want to go for a more aggressive strategy early on, it can be worthwhile. That's the Spanish. Doesn't look like he reinforced them. Ah! So close! So close! Won't be able to finish him off this turn, unfortunately. I think we should be safe to do that. Yeah, you have to be very careful with your deployments to prevent even more partisans from appearing, because once they start spawning in very great numbers, there won't be a lot we can do about them. Before the Americans arrive, I'm going to send units out from the garrisons occasionally. I think we can spare them, but once the Americans come in, we'll need to hunker down a bit more, because of course they can come from pretty much anywhere along the seas. The Cuban partisans, at least I can open up the partisan page and predict their appearance to some degree. I think we need this here. be sufficient. It's worth noting also, the partisan units have spotting range of 2, whereas ours have 1 or 3 for the cavalry. So, ambushes, they would be dangerous if the partisans were worth anything. They're really not, so I'm not too worried about them. You know, I expected the colonel to surround him, move him up here, try and cut this off. He hasn't. I wonder why not. Could be planning something big and even more dangerous somewhere. Guess we'll just have to wait and find out for that. Don't have any... Oh yes, we do have a unit that's ready to go somewhere. Let's send this battleship off to the Philippines. Join its mates. I suppose the Spanish don't refer to each other as mates terribly often. Here in Australia we call everyone mate, so... a habit that I've got no interest in losing. Actually, I think it's quite amusing that everyone says mate around here. I would be curious to know what he decided to do with Dewey's squadron, or whether he sent them as historically to Hong Kong or recalled them, because... Oh, yes, I better move this too. I've obviously got my navy coming through to the Pacific. Hopefully I can prevent him from reaching Manila Bay. Historically, the battle at Manila was absolute catastrophe for the Spanish. I hope I can prevent something similar from occurring this game. I never did move you, alright. It's not yet. Do this. Root out the rebels. Now let's capture this town too. Give us at least a little bit more MPPs, that'll help. We really don't get enough MPPs, particularly once a lot of the island gets taken over by the rebels. So every town we can capture and hold, even if briefly, is very valuable. Well, I don't know if they're actually exporting much sugar anymore, but of course Cuba and surrounding areas grew a lot of sugar, a lot of tobacco, and well, I'm not sure if Cuba itself did, but certainly a lot of the islands in this area, and of course the American coast, Virginia, Carolinas, grew a lot of tobacco, so cash crops. Why haven't you cut me off here, Colonel? You'd do that, you'd do a lot of damage to my supply. I would have thought you'd have done it by now. I usually can do it on about turn 1, so... Maybe he has more sinister plans than I've considered. Very possible. I think that wraps up this turn. Very quiet one. Not a lot of action yet, but it will come. It will come sooner than we would like. So, Colonel, it is your turn now. We get 213 points. I think that's a bit more than we had last turn, actually. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.